how straightforward the plan of this house is. Clean design, clean layout, and very surprisingly calm. And this one is in BF Homes Parañaque. A brand new house not for sale here in BF Homes Parañaque. And from the front, you can already tell that you have a lot of parking space. You have a 2-vehicle carport on the left and the right side. So magkaiba pa yan, magkahiwala yan. And in the middle, you have your pedestrian gate. But let's go through the parking entrance here first. So for your parking, you have these concrete squares. So you effectively have a grid here, and in between you have faux grass, both for traction and aesthetics. And you have plants on either side of the property, so that looks really nice. And then over here on the right side, you have side access as well as a side gate, a very wide side gate towards the service area, but we'll get there later on. And then here in the middle, as I mentioned, you have a pathway from the pedestrian gate leading to the main entrance. And then on the leftmost side, you have yet another pathway all along this entire side and then goes all the way to the back. And again, we're going to reveal that later on. Okay, so let's go through the main entrance. You have here a solid wooden door with solid wooden jambs, but then on either side you have glass as well as on top. So it frames your wooden door, and then you have a digital door lock right here. And when you enter, you have open space. Okay, so from the moment you enter, you can see your main stairs, a little bit in the kitchen, and then your dining and your living area. So your living and your dining, again, as I mentioned, open space. And you have this uniform high ceiling throughout the entire floor for the most part. And then lots of natural light thanks to all of the windows. So for your living area, you have a corner window here that's very clean looking kasi walang ibang jams, di ba? Ito na yun. This is it, the frame of your window, and it's fixed. And then over here, you have an awning window, so you can open this one up to let the air in, or to let the air flow kasi may cross ventilation naman across the entire floor. Over here, you have your dining area. It's in a nice position. Like when you stand here, you can see basically everything. You can see your backyard, your kitchen, your main entrance, as well as the 2-vehicle carport on this side. You again have windows over here. This time though, these are sliding glass panels. So they open left to right. The ones here are fixed. And then these, of course, are sliding glass doors, but we'll get there in a bit. Unahin muna natin to because you have a beautiful kitchen. So this is a nice and square looking counter with a bar. So your bar is lowered so you can use regular height chairs for this one. And then the middle is raised. This is counter height, so you can also prepare here and serve food, etc. You have storage underneath. And then over here you have an L-shaped counter. Beautiful waterfall countertop, right? Marble-like. Then storage underneath and up top. So this is where your stove is going to go. This is where your sink is. You still have storage above, and also you have lighting pala underneath. So you have tawag dito, para meron kang work light for when you use the counter without the light glaring you in the eyes. You have more storage over here, and presumably this is where you would put your refrigerator. And then here, you have a door that leads to the side of the house. And this is the service area that we saw earlier from the front. So again, may gate dyan. Then you have your built-in sink over here, as well as provision for your washing machine. And then you have a full toilet and bath over here for your staff. This could be staff quarters or storage, it depends on what you need, but that room is full height, and you have a jalousie window. It's currently covered kasi may tao sa loob. And then you have access back to the swimming pool. And back in here, can also see that you have directional lights on top of this counter so that, you know, you can play around with the lights, make it more dramatic. And then out here, you have a nice little like outdoor area. So you also have the faux grass all around, so it's nice and green, and then your pool is gonna be nice and blue. Currently walang tubig, no, so you can see the full depth of it. And I would say this is around probably 5 feet. It looks like malulubog ako dyan if I went down there. And then there again, you can see the staff area or the storeroom again, depending on what you need. And then the pathway leading to the front of the property. Okay, so before we head up the stairs, there is a door over here right next to the main entrance. And this is one of the rooms. So it's up to you what you want to use this as. This one is right in front of one of the 2 vehicle carports. You still have high ceiling, again, lots of natural light. The thing is, you can use this as an office since it is right next to the main entrance. And then you already have your built-in storage unit or shelf over here. So might be nice for a TV, right? And again, an office. However, if you needed it to be a bedroom for whatever reason in the future, pwede rin, at least it's here. Right next to this one, you have one step down and you have storage under the stairs. And then a full toilet and bath with your sink, your toilet, and your partially enclosed shower space under the stairs. You can see that it follows the shape of the underside of the stairs. And then you have a ledge over here for your products, and you still have an awning window for ventilation. Okay, so before we head up, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. We're on Facebook, so make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at Presello_official. If you want to see more of our listings here in BF Homes Parañaque, make sure you let us know, send us a message, or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. Okay, so going up the stairs, again, you have natural light flooding into your main stairs because you have a huge fixed or picture window right here. And then you do have sliding glass panels down below for, again, ventilation. Okay, so very clean setup right here. For the second floor, you have this landing with 3 doors, and then you have an attic which can be accessed via the drop-down ladder, which I am personally not gonna go to anymore kasi mahirapan kami ni Johnny film yan. But you know that it's there. Okay, so the first door right next to the stairs. Wow. I will assume that this is the primary room. No? Hindi pa ito? Oh, okay. So this is, let's just call this bedroom number 1. Okay, so you have really high ceiling. Okay? As in, yung pagpasok mo palang high ceiling na siya, pero sa portion na to, mas mataas pa. And you have pin lights, you have cove lighting, and then you have your built-in cabinet already, as well as your desk. Again, lots of windows, bringing in natural light. This might be where you want to put your bed, as well as this dito yung headboard, doon nakaharap, para nakapatong yung TV or computer, it's up to you. And then, on this wall, you have access, oh, that's pretty. Okay, so you have access to a balcony. Ang ganda. I love it because it's so private, but it's open. So these are basically para siyang louvers, no? Pero imbis na nakaganon lang yung wood, it's just wooden. They're not really planks, but yeah, mukha siyang louver. And you can have some seating over here. So yeah, medyo na-stun ako ng konti kasi I really like the idea of this balcony because it's open and private at the same time. And then sa side na to, it's basically just glass, so you have a view of your neighborhood. Pero from the front, may privacy. So ito pala yung nakikita natin from the facade. It's really nice. And then next to that, you have your ensuite, toilet and bath. So you have your sink, partially enclosed shower space, and your toilet, your partially enclosed shower space, and your sink. You again have high ceiling, you have downlights, and then you have a window over here na sliding panels. So left to right. This, wow, it's very spacious, like vertically, no? Ang taas. Like this is something that you'll appreciate even more when you see it in person. Okay, and then here we have bedroom number 2. Wow. Talagang high ceiling siya. Like, mas mataas pa siya kaysa dun sa ground floor eh, no? Parang ganun yung... Yeah. Mas mataas yung ceiling ng bedrooms. Okay, so you have a lot of vertical height. Then you have your built-in wardrobe over here na hindi floor to ceiling, because imagine how high that would be. So the built-in cabinet is as high as the door, which is still higher than standard. So you have storage sa taas pa nun. So it's up to you kung ano gusto mong gawin. You have lots of outlets anyway, so bahala ka na sa layout ng room mo. Be creative, be imaginative. And then you have your ensuite, toilet and bath, with your toilet, partially enclosed shower space, and sink. So essentially the same layout as yung kanina, nakabaliktad lang, naka-mirror. And speaking of mirrors, you have storage behind the mirrors. Then again, of course, you have a window for ventilation and natural light. And then at the end of the second floor hallway is bedroom number 3. Wow, feels like a gallery. This is the brightest room by far. Lots of space, vertically, horizontally. Bahala ka na kung paano mo gusto yung kama because the layout of the outlets are... I suppose this is where your headboard would be. Doon nakaharap yung kama. That's where your TV is gonna go if you want TVs in your bedroom. And then you have a sliding glass doors that lead out to the balcony here at the back of the property and lets you see your swimming pool down below as well as your neighborhood all around. Again, this is in Parañaque. And then over here you have a whoa. You have a walk-in closet. I love it. It's 2 floors too, so we'll get there in a bit. But you have your built-in vanity over here. Lots of natural light. Mas madali mag-makeup dito, whether it's during the day or at night, because I'm sure you're gonna have. Ebang na rin siya for a lit mirror or like yung mirror na may ilaw. And then all of the wardrobe have built-in LED strips also. Then over here you have the actual bathroom with your partially enclosed shower space, your sink, and then your toilet. You have a lot of space for your sink, so kahit na isa lang siya, you can still use the sink basically with your partner at the same time. You have storage underneath. This part is standard height. It's not short by any means, it's still standard height. Sobrang high ceiling na talaga nito. May ibang ka rin for a chandelier if you wanted one. Okay, so let's head up the second floor of the walk-in closet. And basically, okay, this one is lower height, pero for reference, currently with my shoes on, I'm around 5'6", 5'6.5", more or less. And this is me, full height. This is probably the tallest part of them, so okay lang. Someone who is maybe around 6, kasya pa rin, although syempre feeling mababa na yung ceiling, pero kasya pa rin. Then over here you have your built-in storage cabinets. So it could be additional clothes, additional stuff, what have you. And then you have this open space spot to work with. So more storage solutions or seating solutions, up to you. And then you have a view again of your neighborhood. Okay, so that's been it. It's now time for a recap, but before that, make sure you check out these really nice views. So you have 280 square meters of lot area and then 400 square meters of floor area split between 2 levels. 4 bedrooms, 4 toilet and baths. Yung isa nandito sa ground floor, both of them, pero magkahiwalay, hindi na siya ensuite. Yung tatlo kasi ensuite. And then you have staff quarters out in the back, or again, could be storage, up to you depending on your needs. And then you have a 4-vehicle carport split into 2, so tigalawa. And then you have a swimming pool or a lap pool out in the backyard. Lots of garden space. If you want to turn the full grass into real grass, that's up to you. But you do have the planter area or space to plant all around. Then you have open space for your living, dining, and kitchen here on the ground floor. You have lots of kitchen space actually. And all of the areas, save for the comfort room under the stairs, as well as the loft on the walk-in closet, are essentially high ceiling, except for those 2 areas. And yeah, everything is in a very neat, minimalist package. My favorite part is probably the balcony because that really surprised me. That was a very pleasant surprise. Love the design on that one. And again, this is in BF Homes, Parañaque. So if you're anyone you know is interested in a house like this, make sure you send it to them or you let us know. Send us a message, go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. See more house tours, make sure you click here. And if you want to see more of our Build Your Owns or BYOs, click here. And if you want to see more of our other content, click right here. Also, if you haven't subscribed,